Breakfast. Alright guys, so we're out here in Hamamatsu, Shizuoka Prefecture. Something kind of special that I didn't really even know existed, but ended up being a really cool place we wanted to stop, or a really cool place I wanted to stop at least. It's the Soichiro Honda Museum. So a museum, not necessarily to the company, but to the man behind the company. So I'm really excited about this. I got my official good swag on. And so yeah, we're gonna go see what that's about, and I'm gonna try to take as many pictures and videos as I can and show you around.
First you walk in and you get this cute little gift shop area that shows some stuff with Soichiro Honda's face on it. You got a lot of random pieces. Now, I didn't really quite feel comfortable taking home some Soichiro Honda merch, but you know, some people definitely could. It had a nice cool tissue cover. I thought that was really neat. And this one was really cool. It's actually a depiction of Soichiro Honda's hand. I took a picture of it and translated it here. Definitely thought it was pretty funny since I relate pretty heavily to some of the statements made in that. They have a nice Osimo in the museum. I really wanted to high five him. And of course they obviously had quite a few Honda bikes there for display. One thing I really noticed that was different about this museum compared to the rest of the museums was that the bikes weren't perfect. They definitely seemed to have been ridden and enjoyed and loved. Super Cub, which was and still is being made by Honda, really popular. And obviously the Honda Cub, the bicycle with the gasoline motor, this one had tons of patina, looked so cool, and even had a small oil leak on it. And I loved the little drip pan underneath it. That was awesome to me.
Dude, how cool would it be to have a Honda Cub bicycle? Like, look at that, that's just so rad. And that's how Honda got his start. World War II, lots of extra engines lying around. His wife, he was tired of seeing his wife take the bicycle everywhere, and he decided to add a motor to it. And that's how Honda got started. The demand went through the roof. Post-war Japan needed cheap transportation, and they were able to provide. And then they went from bikes to cars, and now rockets. What an incredible story and everything he's been through. And so we're going to keep going, but I got to be a little quiet.
This Honda C bicycle thing looked so freaking sweet. It was belt driven, which I loved. Again, look at the patina on this gear selector. I really would love to get a more in-depth technical explanation. Again, you have the drip pans. Like, this was a used bike. I love this cafe racer style bike with the really long gas tank. I thought it looked really cool, and I love the fact that even in this early age, you know, these things spin so high, 13,500 RPM. There were these green posters that talked about various stages of Honda's life and career. Of course, went through the F1, and they were plastered throughout the entire museum. I took pictures and translated all these, but I won't post them all here because that'll just take up too much of the time here. They had these really cool wooden monkey sculptures behind glass in the second floor, which was really nice. And again, in the second floor, they had a much nicer version of the Cub than they did downstairs, but it still obviously had been ran and been doing stuff because it had the obvious drip pan and it had oil in it, which I loved. And it was just such a cool event and cool to see. I really enjoyed that. And the Honda CVC engine cutaway was super neat. You didn't get to give too many details in there, and they had a little switch that could illuminate the combustion chamber, which I thought was super cool. Showing off Soichiro Honda's favorite drafting table was super neat, and to see where a lot of the designing and engineering was pretty cool. They had all these iconic photos of him next to his engines and next to his products and cars and stuff, which was so cool to me. I love that picture of him. They had a giant library, huge, full of all books related to Honda, the man, Honda, the company, and everything in between. You could spend days here and not see the same book or read the same stuff twice. I had to obviously look through a few of them. This is just one that I saw was interesting about Honda's F1 program in the 60s. I thought that was super cool, and seeing all the technical stuff. back when he worked at a station. And one thing I learned that I didn't know about Soichiro Honda was in his later years, he really got into art and painting and drawing and sketching, and they were really actually quite good.
So I really just finished the tour and upstairs and walking around, and I bought some stuff, of course. But the Soichiro Honda Museum itself, I will say, is a definite, like, if you're in the area, you got to stop by. Whether you love Honda like I do, or you just respect the man and the myth and the legend to learn more about him and his crazy story. It's a really fantastic little exhibit. Good place to spend an hour or two and really enjoy some awesome history and some unique insight into the man that created a brand that really changed the world. Thanks, guys, for watching. Bye.